On April 1st this year, anime called Hell's Paradise was released by Studio Mappa, completing the so-called Dark Trio. Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Hell's Paradise are renowned for their grisly and gruesome themes, tackling serious issues with a gory approach. As a result, the three have been coined the Dark Trio of anime by the manga community. Hell's Paradise is the most recent addition to the Dark Trio anime-wise. This anime received a lot of hype by the fans, but unfortunately I saw a lot of hate towards this anime recently. Apparently people aren't satisfied with the overall production of the anime, but from what I saw on the internet I couldn't agree with these takes, so I decided to give Hell's Paradise a shot. I watched the whole anime in one go, and I was amazed. I enjoyed literally every aspect of the show, including the production and animation, which was actually above average. To be honest, it's not on the same level as Mappa's biggest projects like Attack on Titan and Vinland Saga, but it was great overall. In today's video, I'm going to prove you that Hell's Paradise is worth watching. This video is for those that want to watch Hell's Paradise, but hesitate because they saw unnecessary hate on the internet. This video will be divided into 5 different segments: plot, main character, side characters, world building, and production. I will talk about each segment individually and prove that Hell's Paradise is worth watching. Before we begin, please consider leaving a like and subscribe for more anime content. It would mean a lot to me. Let's begin with the first segment. The plot is set in Japan during the Edo period and follows Gabimaru the Hollow, a ruthless, cold, and highly skilled ninja from the Iwagakure village. The clan leader marries him to his cherished daughter Yui to ensure his loyalty to the village. Yui's kindness and understanding help Gabimaru to become a better person, and he eventually falls in love with her. As he requests to leave the village to live a peaceful life, he is confronted with allegations of betrayal, and the shogunate deems him a traitor and orders his execution. Gabimaru convinces himself that he is now empty and wants to die, but still every time he is about to be executed, he saves himself from dying. His desire to see his wife keeps him alive, and he refuses to die. When the executioner, Asaemon, learns about it, he proposes a deal to Gabimaru. He wants Gabimaru to join an expedition to a supernatural island where the elixir of life dwells, and all past shogunate expeditions have failed with no troops returning. Gabimaru enters the island with a group of deadly criminals, aiming to obtain the elixir and receive a pardon from the shogunate, so he can spend his life happily. Nevertheless, what appears to be a somewhat difficult journey quickly turns into a battle royale in which fellow convicts either kill each other or are ripped to shreds by mysterious creatures. The island becomes a total mess, and Gabimaru, alongside his allies, is trying to unsolve the mystery of the island so he can find the so-called elixir of life that would grant him freedom, and he would be able to return to his wife and live peaceful and happy life. However, at the end of the first season, that is currently the only animate season, we learn about a huge plot twist that was actually really unexpected. I won't talk about it in this video because I don't want to spoil it for you guys. The plot is really amazing overall. The backstories and different motivations are perfectly executed, and the emotions throughout the series are done very well. This story is pretty refreshing, as it brings some new vibes that we couldn't experience before. At least not on this level. Let's also mention the really unique power system. Tao, in its most basic form, is the source of everything that exists, including living and non-living beings. It circulates throughout the body and is created from the being's tendon, which is placed just below the navel. Any damage to the tendon will impact the being and weaken them. The main component of Tao is yin-yang, and it helps in the manifestation of Tao by the user. When an individual manages to balance the spirit by following the middle way, Tao gets manifested. Spiritual and physical training are highly needed to aim at increasing the cycle of yin-yang. However, there are instances where one can manifest Tao without even being fully aware of it. Emotions, too, play a key role in the surge or reaction of Tao. Gabimaru's Tao reaches new levels whenever he is thinking about his wife, Yui. The sudden surge of love and affection helps Gabimaru to channel his Tao. I won't go any further, but if you want me to make a separate video about the power system, let me know in the comments, because there is a lot to talk about this topic. Now let's move to the second segment, which is main character. Gabimaru, or also known for his infamous alias Gabimaru the Hollow, is the main protagonist of the series. Gabimaru is a below-average height man, but has a muscular build with white messy hair that often cover the right side of his face. His body is seen to have scars that he received when he was in Iwagakure. After he got more controls of his Tao with now a few petals of pink flowers all over his hair, a few black veins around his left eye, and would get his normal appearance back after some times after. As a shinobi from Iwagakure, he wore a torned dark blue robe with a turtleneck dickie underneath, along with a tatsuke bakama, a pair of sandal that has gaiters to his leg, and a pair of white socks. He also has a turtleneck dickie that he sometimes wears to cover his mouth and nose to his identity. Gabimaru often acts calm and uninterested, even when his death rose due to his wish of wanting to die, but can't because of his strong body. However, he would evade Sagiri's attack after her attempt to kill him, and would lose his cool after she reveals that he does have an attachment to life, and that he did cared about his wife. At a young age, Gabimaru had already natural talents that helped him to survive and pass Iwagakure's harsh trainings, and was way ahead of other candidates of his ages and trainings. Upon earning the Gabimaru the Hollow title, he is the most feared and powerful in all of the history of the previous Gabimaru title holder. It's stated that he has killed over 20 men in the past, all by himself, and without taking a single damage to anywhere on his body. That shows how overpowered he is. To put it in a nutshell, he is a very calm and serious person who is convinced that he has no feelings. Therefore, he behaves monotonously and only talks when it is necessary. However, his true personality is revealed when he is alone with his wife. You can tell that he is very shy in front of her, and that's why she can easily tease him. His wife is the only person he deeply trusts and cares about because he is madly in love with her. His character is very complex, and there is much more to learn about him. His personality is unique and interesting, something you don't see very often. Now onto the side cast we go. There are many side characters throughout the series, but let's talk about most important ones. Yuzuhira, Aza, Tamiya, Nurugai, Sagiri, Toma, Shion, Gabimaru's wife, Yui, Mei, Tenza, Senta, and the main villains known as Tensen. Yuzuriha of Keishu is a kunoichi that was arrested after she raided and neutralized all the retainers in Sagiwa Castle. At first glance, she's a friendly girl, but in reality she's very ruthless and appears to only look out for herself. A very capable fighter, but even better at gathering information and manipulating people with her charms, she's someone you'll prefer to have on your side. Aza, also known as the Bandit King, Chobei established a bandit village deep in the mountains of Iyo. He's violent to the point of savagery, but is a quick thinker and capable of adapting to all circumstances. Tamiya is a swordsman known as unparalleled in 8 provinces and the Blade Dragon. He exemplifies the classical samurai warrior that roams the land looking for strong people to fight. He's actually honorable and can be reasoned with, which makes him a good ally. Nurugai, the only actual innocent amongst the criminals, she's still capable of holding her own in a fight. She carries a strong sense of guilt, because she unknowingly took samurais under the shogunate to her village where they slaughtered her people. She's very kind, but surprisingly has no sense of shame. Sagiri is the 17-year-old daughter of the current leader of the Yamada clan. While incredibly skilled, she wrestles with her dual nature as a samurai and a nurturing woman. Her strong sense of duty and hard-headedness sometimes work against her best interests, and her initial lack of mental strength hinders her actual potential. But on the island, she's on the road to discovering her true nature and achieving the middle way. She and Gabimaru actually work great as a team. Senta Yamada Asemon is the Tameshi Ito Ryu rank 5. Timid and kind-hearted, he is Yuzuriha's monitor. Industrious and well-read, he has brought with him texts that will be necessary to the search. His appearance is not what you expect of a samurai executioner, but he's actually skilled enough to fend for himself, and he's the first to notice the mishmash of religious symbols on the island. Although he's not as much of a beast as his brother, Toma himself is a genius, and was capable of infiltrating Yamada clan and earning the Yamada Aseman moniker in just a month in order to help his brother Chobei. A superb swordsman, his only real weakness is his dependence on his brother's strength and guidance. But the island is sure to test his mettle. Shion is a formidable warrior despite being blind. He perceives his surroundings by smell and sound, and can see a certain aura. Shion is a very serious individual who follows orders without complaint. He's actually very caring and virtuous, and would not do things he considers unjust. He has the makings of a great teacher, and many of his peers see him as such. Still, he has a humorous side to him, and loves making puns about his lack of eyesight. Tenza is a 17-year-old who joined the clan when he was taken in by Shion, whom he deeply respects. He's a very energetic and kind young man who is a bit of a simpleton, but nonetheless an honorable warrior. He decided Nurugai deserves to live and is adamant that he will take her back to the mainland safe and sound. We already said everything about Gabimaru's wife in the first part of the video. We don't know anything about her as we only get to see her in Gabimaru's flashbacks. Mei is a mysterious girl of human appearance who lives on the island with a man named Hoko who looks like a tree for reasons. It's one of the many mysteries of the island. Now let's talk about Tensen. The Tensen are 7 hermits living on Kotaku who are perfectly beautiful beings who do not age and cannot die. There are 7 of these beings, all of whom achieved their immortality through varying means of training that are yet to be revealed in the series. As is seen from their introduction earlier in the series, the Tensen are capable of changing their gender presentation at will, and most will pendulum between the extremes of male and female. Each Tensen is named after a flower and has a distinct temperament and personality. If you want me to talk more about Tensei and the individual's hermits in the separate video, please let me know in the comments. Side characters in Hell's Paradise are amazing. Each individual has a unique story to tell, and everyone has important roles throughout the series, which means that no character is left out from the story unlike other shows. Now let's talk about world building. When I say talk about world building, I mean Kotaku Island. Kotaku also goes by the name Shinsenkyo, which means divine paradise, literally. Hell's Paradise is full of metaphors, evidenced even by the anime title. The metaphors add layers of meaning to the story and fill it with subtle themes and lessons. The name Divine Paradise reflects the island's role in the story, suggesting the island's beauty with the creatures and nature present there. It also adds a sense of mystery and isolation that mirrors the island's unique and otherworldly nature. The name's significance contributes to the effective world-building seen in the anime. Taku's beauty is rivaled only by its danger. It is full of monsters whose presence adds some tension to every interaction in the anime. These monsters range from small-sized insects with human faces to gigantic Soshin and Monshin, in addition to the tiny insects with human faces like the paradise butterflies and the strangely looking Soshin and Monshin. There are also the Watatsumi, monsters who play a slightly different roles. They are also gigantic, like the Soshin, but reside in the sea surrounding Kotaku. He Island of Kotaku is home to many familiar plant types and some unfamiliar ones, giving it a quality that could be surreal to some and disturbing to others. Among these plants is the Waitanhua flower, created by Lord Tensen to withdraw Tao from humans and transform them into Tan. Kotaku is split into 3 regions called Ishu, Hojo, and Horai. As you can see, the world building in Hell's Paradise is amazing. It is a part of the story just like any other characters. Its design is unique, and its story is mysterious and interesting at the same time. It offers us a variety of mysteries that are going to be solved throughout the series. Finally, let's finish this video with the last segment. The main reason of the hate that this anime has received. That is, of course, the production. I won't hold back, this anime looks amazing. The art style is beautiful, along with the colors and texture. The animations are also really good. They are certainly above average, but unfortunately, anime fans nowadays are rarely satisfied with something that doesn't compare with the biggest titles like Attack on Titan or One Piece. In reality, Hell's Paradise is very well produced with amazing animations. If that is something that was holding you back from watching this anime, then I assure you that you won't be disappointed unless you're brain dead. To conclude everything, Hell's Paradise is amazing. From plot to its production, everything is put very well. A very unique series with a variety of refreshing vibes and feelings you cannot come across everywhere. If you are a fan of dark and gruesome themes with a gory approach, then this anime is for you. I 100% recommend it to you. I personally enjoyed it, and I do not regret giving it a shot. That's basically it. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe for more anime content. You were watching Quiet Chronicles, and until next time, goodbye.